on top of cranes on top of cranes. Check out Sapphire Falls. It actually looks really pretty far along. I guess it actually needs to be since it's going to be open in just a couple of months. Here's the quick view. More views inside. Looks like a mess in there, but they got a couple of months to clean it up. And just beyond those trees, it's the ride everyone's been waiting for to open. We got a little bit of Kong. Inevitably, I always get the parking toll lane with the guy in front of me that has a problem. So hey, happy Saturday. We're back in Universal Studios. Today we're back here for the Orlando Informer Diagon Alley After Hours Party. And here we go. Look at this, starting right out with some Blanky. Justin Timberlake up on the Coca-Cola board. This is like the jam for the summer. I'm gonna make a quick pit stop in Islands of Adventure. Holy cow, look at the line to get in. The adventure begins again. Begins. Roar. So you can see the netting is up here at the Hulk. And this is because the ride has been testing the last couple of days. They're just testing with like dummies or sandbags in the car. That's pretty good news that they're testing. But before anybody asks if it's going to be open very quickly, because it seems to be the biggest question lately when it's opening, my understanding is it's still not for a few weeks. And when I mean few, maybe 5 or 6, maybe more. If you could work at any moment, that would be great. Okay. Check out the sunset over Hogwarts. That is pretty awesome. By the way, the best place to put this cart, right in the middle of the walkway of this very busy entrance. Check out the construction on the Chocolate Tooth Factory Emporium. Also, savory feasts and chocolate gears on a chocolate farm. Oh yeah, Hard Rock Cafe, now serving breakfast, by the way. This is always the biggest picture spot of Universal. We'll be missing out by not having like one of their photographers out here taking pictures of people. Wow, this is a totally big thing for Orlando Informer. Like, they totally rented out Diagon Alley and part of the park. That's awesome. What are you doing here?
Are you from the cheap seats?
No, this is Jabba the Hutt.
Oh, sorry, I don't have my glasses on.
Orlando Informer. So I got my badge. We're allowed on a bunch of different rides. Transformers, Mummy, Gringotts, unlimited all night. There'll be free food later from Diagon Alley. And we've got a surprise guest speaker. That's pretty mysterious. Optimus, move out. Check this out in front of the Palace Theater. Not too shabby. We're going on Men in Black with the OI crew. So we got a bunch of OI guys here, OI guys here, and doing Express. Finally, they play the appropriate song when I'm outside the ride. This is a rarity. This is super impressive. Very cool. I still can't walk through here without thinking about Man as a Bush jumping out at me. I've been scarred for life. I have to say, there's an awful lot of people waiting for Cinematic Spectacular here. Look at this. I can't remember the last time I've seen so many people here.
Business of winning.
Very much shades of Halloween Horror Nights and going to Bill and Ted's. We are going in to see our special surprise guest speaker. Wow, they knocked it out of the park here. Check it out. Our special guest speaker, Mr. Michael Aiello. Look at Josh. He's rock starring up in the front there. I see you, Josh. Chad.
It's really quick, so Mike has more time. Their spoiler alert is our special guest. So I just wanted to thank all the performers, thank everybody for coming. This is absolutely crazy to me. I'm still mind blown. Okay, so like I said, our special guest is Michael Aiello. He is the Director of Creative Development Entertainment. Did I get it? There we go. And he is responsible for a lot of the entertainment you see at Universal. Cinematic Spectacular, which you just watched. He's responsible for both of the entertainment in Hogsmeade and Diagon Alley, which we'll see tonight, Celestino, which is my favorite show. And he's also in charge of a small event called Halloween Horror Nights.
How about a huge round of applause for Taylor Trillian? I'm going to embarrass him now, okay? I've known Taylor and his family since he was 14 years old. And his father that year bought a pumpkin that had the caretaker etched into it. And we got a call from guest services, let's see, how old are you now? 18, so 4 years ago. We got a call from guest services saying, hey, there's a family out here that really wants you to sign this really gross looking pumpkin. So we came out and it was Taylor and his dad. So I have a picture on my phone, I actually found it tonight. So Taylor, he's done an amazing job. This is your empire, man. This is pretty freaking cool. So round of applause for that, man. I'm really flattered to be here. Anything to support Taylor and his efforts, I'm willing to do. So my name is Michael Aiello. I'm the Director of Creative Development for Universal Orlando's entertainment team. That is a really long title, but really what I get to do every single day is work with amazing people and create experiences for our guests for 365 days out of the year. And the really awesome thing about my gig is that it's constantly changing. It's always different. You mentioned Horror Nights, my involvement with that, all the entertainment in Diagon Alley, the Universal Cinematic Spectacular, all kinds of things. And standing in here is really strange because I've been with the company for 20 years. I started here when I was 17 years old. I started at Jaws. I was a skipper on the boats. I killed Jaws 65 times a day. It was, and if you didn't know, I'm also a very, very big movie fan. I'm a huge movie nut. So when I went home and told my mom that I'd gotten a job at Universal, she asked me what it was. And I said, I'm going to be in Jaws. I'm going to be like in the movie. You know, I'm Brody. I'm Brody. You know, I'm the guy that gets to kill the shark. I loved it. I loved it so much. But standing in here, you see, when that existed, we also, all the attendants at Jaws split their time in the week also being ride and show attendants here at the Wild Wild West Stunt Show. So I was standing either side, letting people in, telling people to move in, we need space. I would stand over there, and at a certain point in time, we had to make sure that area of the stadium was clear because the mine was going to explode. So that was one of my first jobs here. And I've had many hats in the 20 years that I've been here, and this has been my school. Universal Orlando has really been my school. I literally grew up here. My creative career got started in 2003. There was a guy here by the name of Michael Aiello. He works for Disney now. He's actually working on a lot of, Star Wars related things right now. But he got me my in here at Universal. I threw a script underneath his door and said, hey, I really like Bill and Ted, and I wrote 11 pages of what I think is a okay script. Would you look at it and let me know if it's okay? And if you hate it, you can still tell me that. It's all right. Just let me know what you thought. 3 days later, I got a call saying he wanted me to come in for 4 hours and help him write the end of 2002 show that year. So it was 4 hours. I, wrote bits back and forth with him. In 2003, he went on to other things, and I was the only guy in the books that had worked on Bill and Ted, so I got a call that year saying, hey, we want to bring you in and write the show. I said, okay, what day and how many hours? They said, no, we want you to write the whole thing. Okay. And that was the beginning. Wrote the show with a guy named Kenny Bobble as well. We were co-writers together. And that was my in here at Universal as far as from a creative capacity. And also kind of my in the world of Halloween Horror Nights. From there, I've created a lot of mazes from 2005 until present day, creating mazes for this event. Now, my role now is kind of creating and working with our entire team of show directors, writers, performers, choreographers, anything that's related to the creative process and how we start from nothing and turn it into something. I now direct that. So it's been a really awesome career, a really great journey. And then I was a scare actor in a maze called Hotel Hell in 1997, and then in The Frightanic, I think in 98. Yep. I was in the first class section, not the third class section. I was the captain. I was at the wheel, and there was rain on the window, and I was screaming Celine Dion songs the entire time. It was awesome. But again, Horror Nights is a huge part of my life. And we have a team of show directors and designers and technicians and costumers and prosthetic makeup artists that put their entire year, it's a 365 thing. Horror Nights takes 365 days out of the year to actually create. And to be a part of that, and to build an event that has lasted for now what will be 26 years is, again, there's a responsibility there that we feel every single day, and we just are the caretakers of. And then a few years from now, there'll be someone else standing here that'll go, hey, I want to do this phase. We're constantly about trying to create things so that someone else who's doing it as well will be able to follow in those footsteps, just like I was able to do in my time here.
So, how do you start storyboarding or coming up with these original ideas? It's just exciting to see the stuff you guys come up with.
Oh, yeah, it is. It's really exciting. Again, for those that don't know, Halloween Horror Nights is basically made of two parts. We have a lot of brands that we replicate, as well as original ideas that we bring to the table, characters and environments. He references a maze called Body Collectors, which was a maze last year, and a running character that we've had the last several years in the event. The stories for the original mazes come out of brainstorming sessions. The event usually begins with 5 people in the room and an inkboard, completely blank. And we will go through the process of just throwing ideas at it. And there are no bad ideas. At this stage of the game, every idea is a good idea, and it goes on the board. Because even the ideas that were like, that's okay, could lead to something else. So we don't discount anything at that phase. And then it just builds like a pyramid. We will layer things on top. Obviously, last year being a 20th anniversary, we wanted to have characters that people recognize from the past. So being able to kind of present Body Collectors in a different way was a box we wanted to check in the early stage of the creative.
Halloween Horror Nights, have you ever had an idea that was deemed too scary or frightening?
Never too disgusting, no. We do that pretty okay. Too frightening? Probably not, because here's the thing. Having the history of the event, knowing what we think people can handle or take, and also what we think will get approved, we're able to live in a nice bubble. There are things that we'll propose that could be out of the realm. What comes to mind? A couple years ago, we did a maze based on an American Werewolf in London. And we needed to figure out how to build the wolf. If we couldn't figure out the wolf, we didn't have a maze, because the entire movie's based on that. And we also didn't want a guy in a costume, because that would look crappy. Because wolves are down all fours, and you can't have a character like this for 45 minutes on, 45 minutes off. It will hurt over time. So we had to figure out something new. So we built these really elaborate puppets that were fully articulated, pneumatic-based mouths, to try and achieve that, and it worked okay. Actually, one of our most successful mazes that year. But yeah, I mean, we're always going into it trying to be as intense as we can. But there's not someone going, you can't do that. We kind of self-regulate over the last couple of years.
Hey, Mike, to your left in the cheap seats here.
All right.
Hi, Mike. My question is this.
Literally, everyone looking at me.
Has there been a
Not me.
That I created or that I attended? Both.
Yes.
Okay. Personal favorite house that I attended would be the very first house ever, which was Dungeon of Terror, because it was awesome. That was in '91. It was the first maze ever in Halloween Horror Nights, and that was my first haunted experience ever. So you'll never go back from your first haunted experience. Nothing will ever beat that. Because again, I'd never been through something like that before, where I'm willingly going into something that's going to scare me, and I'm willingly doing that. Maze that I've been a part of in the creation process, I would say, you know what? I would say it was a maze we did, oh God, I can't remember the year. It was The Forsaken. It was a maze called The Forsaken. It was because I liked the story, and we had written a story that played with the Christopher Columbus history, where we said there was a fourth ship, Nina the Pinta, the Santa Maria, and a fourth ship that captain claimed mutiny on the rest of the fleet. Columbus sank at the bottom of the ocean. A tsunami 100 years later brings that ship into a Spanish fort, and the now zombified, waterlogged sailors from that cursed ship now invade this Spanish fort. I really like that one, just because we were able to play with history a little bit. And it ended up being a really cool maze. There was this awesome scene that really opened up, and we had a rainstorm. It was like the inner sanctum of the fort. We went to St. Augustine and did a lot of research on the Castillo di San Marco, and did a lot of photo taking to kind of replicate things. Yeah, that would probably be one of my favorites. I don't have one. I got a lot of ones for different reasons. You know, you're next.
This is our last one. We've got Chris.
Oh, no, we got one more after him.
One more after
Let's
that.
go to him.
We've got Chris right over here.
All right, last one here is Kyle from Orlando.
I'm going to hit you with the question.
Oh no.
Will the bear be back? Can we get a chant?
Can we get a what?
Can we get the chant going?
The chant?
Yeah.
The bear has a chant?
Oh yeah. Are we ready? Bear, 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 bear. Bear,
I'm
bear.
sorry I picked you, Kyle.
Come on, Mike. I love you, brother.
Those don't know AJ, but he is a character that has risen through the ranks for the fans. He was a huge bear that we had in our 20th anniversary maze last year. That, again, really, the bear is like taller than my hand. Would come out and attack the guests as they're walking through. It was our take on Goldilocks and the Three Bears. So we built this huge, massive bear costume, and people would fall on the ground and crawl out of the room. And now he has his own Twitter account that is very comedically driven that I also follow. But now we've got Duck, and now, I mean, it's gone a little crazy, guys. Just a little nuts with the amount of animals that have an HHN account now. But yeah, HHNBear. I can neither confirm nor deny the bear's presence at Halloween Horror Nights 26.
Check this out. I spent so much time in Fear Factor. Everybody else is in here already, but they got the red carpet rolled out. Now I kind of feel like it's just for me. I like it. again.
Hi there.
Hello. All right.
Good side, you better turn around.
Hey, strike a pose or something.
Hey man, I think I'm better at decomposing. Hey, what's your name, sir?
Kyle.
Kyle. Hey man, I love your cap, man.
Thank you.
Hey, I used to have a nice cap. Yeah, but I got decapitated. Hey man, nothing's gonna get me down tonight. Unless you have a pair of scissors, that would get me down.
Are you enjoying yourself tonight?
Oh yeah, man, that's great. You know, meeting all folks from all over. You know, just waiting on the driver. You know.
Hey, if you happen to see a driver this evening.
Yeah, give us a heads up. Yeah, without a driver, the bus is more like parchment. It's stationary.
Very nice.
I don't know where it comes up.
And they just come off the top of my head, you know?
All right, we're gonna walk like we're heading into Diagon Alley for the first time. Oh yeah. Are the bricks moving? Look at this. Pretty quiet. Whoa, food. It is really awesome to have a buffet here while Celestina's on stage. Food. Stew and quinoa? I don't know what that is, but it's new to me. Never gets old. Time for some butterbeer ice cream and some gilly water. All while sitting underneath this guy. Got to make a deposit. I'll take that. I think this is my vault.
The Weasley's wildfire whiz-bangs. Fireworks from my brother's friend George.
I know that guy.
What are you
That's
doing?
General Hux.
This is my office, for that. The question is, what are you doing here?
This elevator is just past 8 Mile. Whether or not they said hello to Eminem is undetermined.
A wild cat dragon awaits you. Be warned, it is not for everyone.
Check out the park. It is empty. Oh my goodness. The busker is in here. Still walkers out here. We're gonna go on a completely dead mummy.
It's not a mummy, but a serious bug. He's magic, sir. Thank you very much. I mean, look at this thing right here.
Walk like an Egyptian. I think we're gonna save the galaxy. We're gonna try at least. It's the Allspark.
Megatron's second in command. A cowardly, crafty weapon.
Hold on to your lap restraint and remain seated.
Transformers was awesome. I sat in the front row. I haven't done that in ages. We rode the Mummy twice. Pretty awesome night. Well, crowd's calming down a little bit, but it is after 12:30 at night. Take a spin through the store. That guy's two-faced. Good. How's that snake doing?
He's doing pretty good. He's starting to get tired though.
I hear him talking to me.
Are you talking to him?
I do want to buy things. I absolutely love the theming in this store. You can get Malfoy's cane. Love it. Get Malfoy's Death Eater mask. This is so cool. This guy, he's still here. You're still here.
I'm still in the vlog.
Go home.
I've never been in a vlog before. It's past my bedtime.
It's time to go. They're sweeping everybody. It's 1:32. Good night. I wish I could just take an Uber back from London here. Look, it's Josh. He's
behind the Cheap Seats vlog.
Yeah.
Oh, or are you doing behind the scenes of my vlog?
We're doing it again.
I'm very confused.
Check it out. As we leave, you can see the construction of Jimmy Fallon, and there's lights on inside, like they're working at night. Everyone says they're, you know, this is looking like 30 Rock, but I can guarantee you, living in New York City for so many years of my life, I don't see it yet.
Well, I mean,
maybe someday. Goodbye, Universal. It's been real. I'm back home, finally. It's almost 3 o'clock in the morning, so another 3 hours from now, I will be up for 24 hours. Awesome night. Awesome night. I do want to say thank you to Taylor and to the OI crew for having me out as a VIP guest tonight. Really phenomenal party. I think it raises the bar for theme park events on a go-forward basis. Just really top-notch from top to bottom. The Mike Aiello interview, awesome. Free range in the park, especially in Diagon Alley, awesome. On and off rides, no crowd, just really, really awesome stuff. If you guys are looking for Universal Orlando information, or Disney information, or SeaWorld, Orlando Informer is a great source of information. If you're not following them on Twitter already, well worth checking them out. But on that note, I am going to sleep. Thank you for all of your likes. Thank you for your comments. Thank you for your subscriptions. Treat others the way you want to be treated. Have a great night. We'll see you guys.